Hello and welcome. AISysRev is a research-based tool which can be used for title abstract screening. This video will give you an introduction to the tool's features. In this video, we will demonstrate how you can use the tool right in your web browser. The tool runs locally on your personal computer. First, we need to search Scopus, a literature database for relevant literature. Here, we want to search for literature that contains the words time pressure and software in either title or abstract. Secondly, we want to narrow down the publication year to 2024. Finally, we export the search results into a CSV file. The AISysRev tool requires a title and an abstract to be present. Next, we need to create and store an OpenRouter API key. OpenRouter is a service that provides one API for hundreds of large language models. Bear in mind that you need to store the key as you need it later. Signing up to OpenRouter gives you $5 worth of credits, plenty, to get you started with our AISysRev tool. Before we can continue, you need to start the AISysRev application. You need to have Docker and the Docker Compose plugin installed. The AISysRev tool runs on Windows, Linux, and macOS operating systems. First, clone the GitHub repository and navigate to the repository folder. Next, start the app by either running the makefile command or the Windows batch file, depending on your operating system. After the application has started up, navigate to HTTPS localhost. Next up, we create the project. First, name your project. Next, we define the inclusion and exclusion criteria for the project. These rules are used by the large language models for study evaluation. Next, we upload the CSV data exported from Scopus. You can either drag and drop or click to browse for the file. After this, we can set the OpenRouter key. Now, we are ready to create screening tasks. From the drop-down menu, you can select in large language models and configure it to your needs. Create as many tasks as you like, as then you have multiple opinions from multiple large language models. You can choose to create either a zero-shot or few-shot task. To be able to create a few-shot task, you need to have manually evaluated some studies. You can do it by either clicking the green Start Manual Evaluation on the center bottom or by browsing to the List of Papers tab. Here, we assign one of the three categories to papers. Papers marked with Include are available as inclusion seeds, and excluded papers are available as the exclusion seeds. To create a few-shot task, choose the preferred model and click on Create Few-Shot. A modal opens, which allows you to choose inclusion and exclusion seeds. Here, you can choose seed papers from both categories. For instance, you can choose 2 inclusion seeds and 1 exclusion seed. These seed papers are used to aid the large language models in its decision-making, providing enhanced accuracy. After enough screening tasks have been created and you have manually evaluated the papers, you can export them as CSV for further processing. You can do this by clicking on the Download CSV button on the top right. One can open up this CSV file in a spreadsheet application. All model information is given both at paper and criteria level, binary, ordinal, and probability. One use case is that the results between models and the humans can be compared. In addition, one can compare per criteria and evaluate them as well. Thank you for watching. To try out our tool, view the repository out at github.com/evotestops/AISysRev. The repository has comprehensive documentation regarding the tool.